Good morning, YouTubers. This is Edward sitting poolside, the Golden Palace swimming pool and tower. And just a good morning to you all. Sitting here, waking up and having a nice cup of hot tea. And I'll show you guys what the temperature is this morning. This is Monday morning here. I think it's the 27th? 26th of June. 7:20 a.m., June 26th, 77 degrees. So it's a fairly cool morning, and that's yesterday morning. It was 74 degrees actually when I woke up, but we woke up early. We were on the road by 6 a.m. going to the beach, so it was 74 at that time, a little before 6 a.m. and 77 right now at almost 7:30, so that's still nice and cool. I don't know, it's this time of year, it's more rain, right? In the latter part of the dry season, we get more rain, but it's nice right now. But man, last night it was crazy. I don't usually dream, but last night I had a wild, vivid, and I mean vivid dream. And it's been, I might have a vivid dream once every couple years or something like that. It's been so long since I've had one, I just don't remember. But this one last night, it's almost like a demon has been released into the world, a demon of hate and a demon of killing has been released into the world to affect all human beings. It really seems like that, and I saw it in my dream last night. I was, me and someone else, we were sneaking up and killing animals like deer or cows or something like that, or antelope or elk or some big types of animals. We were sneaking up on them with swords and cutting off their heads, and then they were, the authorities, which is the Department of Natural Resources in the U.S., were trying to capture us because we were killing animals. And then I got in arguments and fights with subversion and strategy tactics against each other and all kinds of stuff, and bad words being said back and forth to each other, and like we were at war. Honestly, it was, and it's so vivid. It's just like it was real. Very strange. I've never had a dream like that ever before in my life. It's just so strange. It's almost like, like I say, a demon's been released into the world. I mean, even the last couple days, even super nice, calm guys that I've been watching their blogs, from the Philippines, expats, of course. They were going crazy, making videos of hate and being mad at other bloggers, expat bloggers, and I don't know, it's just strange what's going on right now. And looking back, reflecting back on that, there's 2 or 3 different prophetic Christians that are super close to Christ, that pray all the time, and some people get the gift of prophecy, right? So they are sent these dreams or visions or prophetic words or something from God, right? And this one woman, Vicky Parnell, Vicky Goforth Parnell is the name of her. She's had some and she gets prophetic dreams like on a weekly basis, and she says, "This is, the gloves are off now. Christ's prophecy is being fulfilled, and this is the time that all these demons are going to be released into the world, and you're going to get no holding back anymore." And basically, because of the sin that is poured out these last few decades, since like the 1960s, so it's been like what, 50, 60 years now, close to maybe 70 years of this evil that's pouring out of Hollywood, pouring out of the United States, in pornography and internet, and the whole world has always looked to the U.S. for guidance and for, because they're supposed that for a long time they were the greatest country in the world, the biggest superpower in the world, and everyone wanted to go to the U.S. But over the last 50, 60 years, it's become so evil. The U.S. has just been plunging into the abyss of evilness, and they've been spreading that evil throughout the world in the form of little proxy wars all over the world, taking over countries, destroying things, placing puppet governments, in place in the other countries they want to control, and their military bases are thousands across the world, and they aren't there to help the people anymore. They're there to just control the people. And it's just gotten way out of control, and Vicky Goforth Parnell says, because of this great evil that's been coming out of the U.S. that should be like it was in the earlier days of the U.S. where they helped the world. Now they just control it by sanctioning other countries, and it's just terrible what's going on right now. And she says that God has prophetic word has said that the U.S. is now condemned, and they have to pay a price of judgment. And there's terrible things that are going to happen where God is going to allow the enemies of the U.S. to destroy it. So, and I could see this coming years ago, not just recently, but years ago. And that's why I formulated a plan, because God was speaking to my heart so seriously to leave the U.S. because there's nothing you could do to change the government because it's so ingrained in their system there. I mean, the people there are so like a slave, and the wool's pulling over their eyes because of their great pride. They think they're the best in the world, right? So they can do no wrong, and so they do all these things that are lies, and they just are lost. So, like I say, I formulated a plan years ago and got myself out of there and got to the only Christian country in the world that's left that still has a lot of God's values in it, and that's the Philippines by far. I've been in many countries throughout the world, and this is the only country left that there's no divorce. There's no other country in the world, no divorce. And that's huge. That's a huge thing right there, that, how divorce screws the entire family. It's the basic fabric of the family, which is what makes a country great. That's the only, that's what destroys so many countries, is just divorce. I mean it, because it's rampant everywhere, because it gives power to the woman at any time to destroy the family for any reason, and to then split it up, and then everybody's split up and lost and destroyed, and you got to start over. And there's such a lie out there saying, oh, everybody's going to be okay, but in the meantime, this woman that committed and had children and supposed to be the rock of the home, keeping the family together, she abandons the family for another man or for a career, and then takes, because the divorce laws, takes a minimum at least 50% of everything that that man has tried to work for so hard to keep his family together and build it up so that that family has an advantage in the world by giving that family things that he didn't have when he was young, right? And try to have the best for them. And then, so now it's all destroyed, and the woman takes half of that all away and spreads it around the world or to her next relationship or whatever, right? It's terrible. It just totally destroys from within. It's like traitorism, like, you know. It's, anyways. That's what my dream was, right? My dream was this hatred that's in the hearts of men right now. Men that never had a hatred in their body now are having hatred, and this demon has been released into the earth, into the world, more than ever right now. There's so much fighting and squabbling and jealousy and all that stuff is just coming to the surface now, right? And good luck. That's why you should get yourself. That's why I didn't choose any kind of city when I moved to the Philippines. Cities is nothing but trouble, 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 because there's so many people packed in a tight area, and it's just like rats. Put rats in a maze. If you concentrate rats in an area, they are fighting to the death of each other, and that's the kind of stuff that's going to happen if you're in a heavily populated area. Get yourself out into the jungle, into the wild, into the forests, whatever, right? And have a peace and solitude as much as you possibly can. I mean, I'm way out in the province, way out in the deep jungle, but I'm still next to a road. I still get traffic noise through here in the early morning when people are going to school and everything. But, you know, I'm still away from the big population centers, and that's very key for when all hell breaks loose anywhere. Good morning, Ate. So when anything, you know, breaks out, you're somewhat insulated from it, because you're not going to get a spillover effect of panic and all that stuff instantly, right? And it's been documented throughout history. The places that military action happens to demoralize the people is they attack a city or bomb a city, or that's where the panic and the most hatred and rage can be wrought upon the people. So get in the countryside and do whatever you can of your preparations or provisions of things that's going to help you and your family survive. This is we're coming into a really hard time. A lot of people, if you know it's called the fourth turning. It's just a cycle throughout human history where you get to a point of massive technological gains, and people get so rich and stuff, and then all of a sudden, you know, and new technology, that all these new weapons and stuff that the military industrial complex are coming out with, and they want to try it, right? So they want to make wars and just see how their new weapon technologies work. It's just terrible, evil stuff, especially now with AI going on. Just think how much faster and how much colder and with no remorse or anything an AI controlled weapon can be, whether it be a robot, any kind of weapon system. If AI is controlling it, it's just instantly kill everything and have no second thoughts of it, right? And that's what is going to happen with these AI controlled weapon systems of every type. That, I mean, from drones to you name it, right? And all these laser and rail guns, and it's unbelievable the technology that some of these scientists are messing with right now in bio weapons, and it's crazy what's going on in the world right now. Just do the best you can and get away from population centers and prepare. That's about all you can do. And of course, number one is get yourself right with Christ. and really recognize what's going on in the world around you. It's a spiritual battle more than anything. It's demons against Jesus, period, period, period. And you can see it. The evidence is everywhere. Just you have to open your eyes. So good luck to you all out there. Have a great day. I got some work to do around here, preparing for a big occasion here, a wedding reception here next week. So I'll just be working around the house, and we got some other remittances to receive from the U.S. today, or not today, but in a couple days. And we got some more supplies. We'll be going to DePolo in a couple days, getting more supplies. So it's just another day into life here at the Golden Palace. So just love your family and give them huge hugs and kisses, and just pray for one another. That's the key right there. Pray. The power of prayer is more than you can ever imagine. So thank you so much, y'all. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.